Fan of the Hodaki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jace, Mike and Keezy on their Instagram and TikTok at Hodaki Big Show. Or tune into them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hodaki. Thanks, mate.
Were you just giving your mic a blowjob there, Mike?
Well, funnily enough, there's a couple of
doing?
visitors. There's a couple of visitors out in the office there, which I hadn't seen. So hopefully that went sort of under the radar a little bit.
Right, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good technique.
Yeah, thanks.
Yours is a bit weird, Keezy.
Well, it's because I've never done it before.
You're right.
Am I right?
Yeah. How are we, fellas? Are we good?
I'm
Really
fantastic.
good, man.
Yeah, good.
I had a great morning.
Oh, you just sounded like you had a wank. Did you have a wank? Yeah, look at you. Yeah, you did. Disgusting.
Do you have a wank
No,
every
I
morning,
didn't.
Keezy?
Yeah, you did.
Ooh, wanking in the morning. Are you serious, Jace?
Oh,
Spill
wank in
your
the morning.
seeds.
Does that mean?
What do you mean?
You
does
spill
that
your
mean wanking
seed.
in the morning?
Does that mean
You
you
lose
also
your power.
Totally, mate.
Yeah, so I'm not about to do that.
Have a guess as to the last time Hoodie J had a wank.
Just before when you ducked out to the Wiz Palace, the old pisser there.
Correct.
Nailed it.
There's something about a work wank.
Within
that
the last month, have you?
No.
Honestly, how long would it be?
Are we straying into headboard podcast territory?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. 8 months?
Really?
That's where I've told you, fellas, that's where I get my power from. Holding on to the seed.
But you're not that powerful, though.
Oh, but you don't know that, Keezy.
Wow.
But I can also say,
You've got to hold on to your seeds when you get older as well.
exactly.
There's only so many seeds left in the packet,
You might
Keezy.
guard them
to
jealously.
be fair, I
You
don't,
hoard them like golems.
I don't think my seeds are that effective anymore anyway.
No one's trying to steal your seeds, Jace. You
No,
could
I know
just
they're not
Nobody
trying to
wants
steal
your
them.
stinky old seeds.
But I, having said that, it's been 8 months since I've had a go at myself. I mean, I make love all the time, of course.
You're a
Oh,
sweet lover.
yeah.
But I don't orgasm.
Spraying it around the place.
Right. You just get it done, then say, oh, that'll do.
Yeah.
You just give.
I'm a giving lover, Mike.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Do you ever pause mid-thrust for a fart?
And then use the power generated from the fart to go.
Wind power.
Oh, look, Pugs is just absolutely appalled.
This does not make the radio show, Pugs, by the way.
I can honestly say, no, I've never done that.
No, neither have I.
You, Mogi? Because
No.
it feels like...
No.
Yeah, it feels like you asked that for a
a
reason.
very confessional kind of statement.
He wanted to get his
Were you-
mates around him so he could admit.
Were you... Eyes to the front, Keezy.
I would happily.
Were you projecting then?
No.
Oh.
I'd happily admit to that.
Well, you've cracked one off whilst making love.
Yeah. I would happily admit to that.
Oh, you would?
I would,
Right,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
I'm not.
You see, I can imagine Keezy... I
I was
can
just
imagine
waiting for this. I was
Keezy
like, here we
doing
go.
that.
Jace can imagine Keezy doing
You
it.
know what I can imagine with Keezy, right?
What?
Is him having an orgasm after making
Can
love.
you not imagine me having orgasms, please?
No, but wait.
This annoys you, mate.
and just rolling to the side, covered in sweat, and letting rip with a massive fart.
And then shove it in your missus. Smell that.
I thought we weren't going down the old headboard territory with this one.
No, we're not.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool.
But I...
Let's just steer off. What
Yeah,
else has
yeah,
been going
yeah.
on?
What about
What else is happening?
that thing I mentioned in the group chat today that I was genuinely thinking about regarding polygamy, right?
Oh, yeah.
So what's your view on polygamy, Jace?
Well, as I've told you guys many times, my wife is a big fan of Sister Wives,
Right,
the reality series.
right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, Mike and I have both had our turns at that. You know what I mean? And,
What do you mean?
well, I mean, I was a polygamist for about 6 years.
Yep.
Did you have multiple wives or did the woman have multiple husbands?
19
What?
wives.
You had 19 wives.
Yeah.
I had 20.
Wow, that's one more than Jace's.
Yeah. So she
But
was,
the problem with
she
it
was
is...
a busy household, wasn't she,
yeah,
Mogi?
but I was Amish at the time.
Right, yes.
I was deep into one of my Amish runs there and there.
Oh, yeah.
But the reason why they want you to have multiple wives is so you can have multiple kids. It's not just so you can, watch heaps of different shows. It's like, oh, tonight I want to watch, Celebrity Treasure Island, so I'll watch it with
cool,
Mary,
yeah.
Sue, Jane,
Yeah.
and Kate.
Yeah, they
and
sound
then we'll
cool.
turn into a massive five-way. It's all about just having heaps of kids. But once you
Totally.
realise that you don't want kids, any kids at all,
But also,
you get rid of all of the wives.
the same amount of wives can have the same amount of kids with their own husbands.
No, they
and
can't.
There's
No.
only if one guy's got 19 wives. By the way, very greedy, Jace. There's
Look,
18 dudes missing out.
Is there?
Well, I
How do you know there's 18 guys missing out?
I don't think that's the case, Keezy.
Well, it's basic maths. Although there are more women than men in the world.
But you're right, Mogi, because 80 kids for me.
Yep.
All daughters, eh?
Yeah, all girls, weirdly enough.
They are going to make a man very happy.
So
They are going to make one
that's not
man
polygamy. That is
very
next
happy.
level.
Yeah. But like,
All your
you know,
wives weren't related with
but
it.
it's high maintenance, Keezy. It's
Right.
high maintenance.
It doesn't decrease the workload, it increases
no,
it.
it increases
Right.
it.
So if you've got 5 wives, it doesn't increase it by a multitude of 5. It increases it by a multitude of 500.
Wow.
Because every wife is 100 times, makes things 100 times more difficult. Similarly for men,
Yes.
women don't like it.
Yeah.
Right.
And I get the feeling that you're asking this question, Keezy, because of your fiance marriage
No,
dilemma.
he's got a position.
No,
Keezy's got a position.
No, I just. It's an interesting thing to look at polygamy, right? And this isn't coming from me wanting to become a
This is
polygamist.
Keezy lying in bed stoned.
Yeah.
Coming up with
yeah,
this.
So,
on the Basil
you ready?
chat. Yeah.
It's illegal to be a polygamist, right?
Yes.
But it's legal for me to run 2 separate families, cheat on my wife, have a mistress. That's totally legal. But it's illegal once the 2 women agree to have one giant shared relationship. Isn't that weird? Don't you think that's weird?
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy. The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
I think it's weird that you've only just got married and you're already thinking about getting a mistress.
Well, no, I'm not saying I want a mistress.
I mean, are you projecting?
saying I want another wife.
Keezy, are you projecting?
No. No, it's just an interesting thing. I was watching something
Because
about
I just
a
find it
polygamist.
really worrying that you've only just got married and you're talking about having an illicit hot affair with some other woman, and that's obviously what's on your mind.
Well,
And
no,
how long have you been married for?
I just a month. I just
Yeah.
enjoyed.
I think with the old polygamy there, Keezy, I
Yeah.
think polygamy by definition means that they don't know about each other.
No, it's the opposite, isn't it?
No, I think that the wives don't know about each other.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
I think you're running separate households.
Pugs, could you Google that? I thought polygamy was what the old Mormons used
you
to
don't
do
need
in
to Google
Utah.
it. He's totally right. I had 19 different houses.
Really?
Yeah.
And then so you'd be around for dinner with your wife, right? And then you'd be like, "Oh, babe, I've got to shoot off. I'll be back in 19 days." Is that how you do it?
Oh, it depends. I mean,
Could be on the road. That was the beauty of you being a stand-up comedian, wasn't it, Jason?
It
Like you're on the
was.
road.
Yeah.
Right.
And what goes on the road stays on the road.
All your
Oh, so-
wives stay on the road.
Yeah.
They're all on the road.
You had 19 wives all on the road.
It depends because you'd and you try not to, but you develop favourites.
Oh, yeah, of course you do.
You know what I
Of
mean?
course
And
you
so
have
Who was your
favourite.
favourite?
I might pardon
Who was your favourite out of your wives?
Denise, and
That's
you know,
Dennis with an E.
and I might spend 4 nights with Denise.
Going hammer and tongs.
Go hammer and tongs, really.
Just the one night with Jacinda, for
Oh, yeah,
example. You know
Jacinda,
what I mean?
yeah.
And would you jealously guard your seeds, or would you hand them out?
Oh well, obviously with 80 kids, Keezy.
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah,
seed was
Spraying it around.
Yeah, it was wildflower stuff.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And what made you give it up and then just settle on the one?
Well, as I say, the admin.
Right.
Just too much admin.
Why didn't you end up with Denise?
Pardon?
Why didn't you end up with Denise in the end? Because she was your favourite.
Oh, she got quite needy.
She actually got ripped up by a combine harvester.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Chase
man.
doesn't like to talk about it.
Oh,
But
I
it's
had no
pretty
idea.
gruesome.
Well, it was, and I can tell you, I was walking in the paddock there and just looked at this hay bale and went, my God, what's going on? There's cloth coming out of it and
Yeah.
arm and
So she'd been bailed as well.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's harvested and then baled.
Jace wrote, I love you, Denise, in Bali. Was that her name? Denise?
Denise,
Denise,
yeah.
yeah, Dennis with an
In
E.
Bali. And then on the exclamation point, just that little dot there, just ran her over in that a little bit there.
You ran her over.
He was driving the combine harvester.
And then you went for a walk afterwards. Far
Yeah.
out, man. That is a harrowing tale. And then why aren't you with your 20 wives still?
No, they're all bitches.
Jesus.
Well, I'd just like to say I've only ever had one wife, and I'm very happy, and it's going to stay that way.
Same here.
Oh, really?
Same, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, apart from the
give or take.
polygamy.
Yeah, apart from Dennis
the
and
19.
Yeah.
Though officially, I don't think we were ever married.
Right.
No.
No. It
I
was
mean,
just
we
a-
had the ceremonies. And
Yeah,
everything.
but it was
I mean,
never
they
official.
thought.
Yes.
They thought. Because I remember I did a few jobs for you. You got me in as the celebrant, the
Yes.
priest.
Yes.
So I was sort of working on my priest roles.
Right.
And went down there, and they're none the wiser, right? Thick. They're all thick.
My wife.
With two C's.
Right, yeah.
If Denise hadn't died, would you still be with her now?
Jackie she was quite onto it.
Oh, yeah.
Jackie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She was a real,
And I tell you what,
She was smart.
Suze was
Suze.
very funny.
Right, so you've got Suze, Jackie, and Denise. Who were the others again?
Jacinda.
Says four
Oh,
of
look,
them.
I'm not going to list them all out now, Keith.
Well, it's
that would
'cause
be
wives.
disgusting.
That would be tedious.
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
Yeah,
what's
I
the
mean,
point of
come
that?
on.
And frankly, they're entitled to their privacy, Keezy.
Well, Denise is dead. She got bailed up.
Hey,
Did she?
don't say it with a smile,
Yeah,
a smile on your face, man. Why are you reveling in the death of Jace's favourite wife?
I guess it's pretty
The
funny.
hell's wrong with you, Keezy?
Good God,
Look, man, I show grief in different ways than you, all right? This is
Yeah,
how I
yeah.
grieve. All right?
You never met her.
Your Horaki Big Show Keezy word of the day is
Polygamy.
I wonder if they have polygamy. What's the woman version of this? They usually have different
No,
names.
they don't.
Polygamy?
But just on the Sister Wives, it's all fallen apart very badly
On the actual show.
on the actual show.
I'm shocked.
How many
They've
wives
just
are
got
there? 10 or something?
5.
Oh, there's only 5.
There's no example of it ever working.
No.
But having said that, 10 years is pretty good. 5 years of that. Good times.
5 times 5.
It doesn't have to last forever. It just has to be good while it lasts.
Yeah,
Keith.
yeah.
Right. Here's a question, Jace. If
Quality
you
over quantity there,
That's
Keezy.
right.
could, totally. If you could clone your wife and have 2 of her, would you?
No.
Neither.
Why would I want 2 of her?
I don't know. Because, I don't know,
hell's
you
wrong
love
with you,
your wife, so
Keezy?
having 2 would be doubly as awesome.
I'd rather have 2 me's.
Right. Yeah. Same. I'd rather have 2 of you as well. Don't forget to send those Keezy words to the Hodaki Big Show on Instagram. And we'll call someone on Monday. Send your cell phone number in as well. We've got prizes and stuff. Thanks, mate.
Eyes to the front, Keezy.